Welcome. I'm Inger, she is Rosie, and this is Be Free Yoga. We're so glad you joined us today. This is a 1-hour Vinyasa Flow Yoga class designed for all levels. Just modify based on your fitness level, any injuries you might have, and how you're feeling today, because every day is different and every body is different. If you like practicing with no music or with your own music, you're in the right place. If you prefer to practice with my carefully curated playlist, you can find these same classes on my website, www.befreeyogaAustin.com. And that's B with 2 E's, like the bumblebee. Also there you will find a relaxing guided meditation and written reflections on the weekly topic to help you on your spiritual path. Enjoy your practice today, and thank you so much for joining us. Hello, welcome to Be Free Yoga. I'm Inger. This is Rosie licking her foot, and today's class is momentous for a couple of reasons. It is our last class in the series on the elements, and it is also the last class in our year of yoga. This is the 52nd recorded yoga class that we've done, one for every week of the year. So today's element is earth. Earth is all about stability, security, safety, grounding, really being yourself, and steadfastness. We will be paying close attention to our grounding in class, and you'll notice lots of postures related to the earth, plants, and the creatures that roam on the earth. You'll need 2 blocks for class. Just set them somewhere near the top of your mat. And we are going to begin in Embryo Pose. So come down onto your shins, legs together, hips to your heels, rest your forehead on the mat, and send your arms to the back of the room. Start to slow down your breath. Feel the weight of your torso on your thighs. And with each exhale, feel your shoulders and rib cage wrap around your legs. Imagine you are a tiny seed planted in the cool, wet earth. Embrace this moment of stillness because it is necessary for all the growth you plan to do above ground. The stillness of germination. Rock your head side to side. Activate your third eye center. And then bring your hands to the mat and come up to tabletop. Today in tabletop, point your fingers back towards your knees for a nice forearm stretch. Inhale, cow. Soften your belly. Look forward. Reach your tailbone high. And then exhale, cat. Push into your hands around your spine. Tuck your chin. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Draw your hip bones to your shoulders. Exhale, cat. Push into your hands. Come back to neutral. Release your hands. And come into gorilla tabletop. Make fists with your hands and plant your knuckles on the floor. This is a very stable stance and can be useful if you ever have any wrist injuries as an alternative to having your hands flat on the floor. Start by just circling your body around your wrists. First in one direction, and then in the other. Come back to center for gorilla tricep push-ups. Bend your elbows back towards your body. Lower your chest. Inhale, push into your fists, straighten your arms, rise up. 2 more times, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Now tuck your toes, and if it works in your body, hover your knees and swing them side to side. Keep your belly drawn up and in. Then lower your knees, release your hands, and untuck your toes. Prepare for a lat stretch. Come down onto your left forearm and reach your right arm diagonally across your body. Press into the outside edge of your hand like you're karate chopping the earth. Send your chest low, and then lean into your right side body. Stretch your lat. A couple of slow, deep breaths here. On your next inhale, come up, switch sides. Ground into your right forearm. Cross your left arm diagonally across your body. Karate chop the earth and lean into your left side. Keep your tailbone reaching high. Release, come back up through tabletop on your hands. Tuck your toes and exhale into downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs. Spread your fingers wide. Press into the fingertips of your hands, creating a strong base. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, take tiny steps forward for ragdoll. Feet hip-width distance apart, bend your knees. Again, feel your torso rest on your thighs. And today, bring your blocks in front of you on whatever setting you need to have your hands flat. Grounded into your feet and your hands here. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And toe heel your feet together, set your blocks to the side. Roll up slowly, be aware of pressing into your feet as you grow. You're like a plant reaching for the sun. When you get to the top, shrug your shoulders to your ears and release. Again, shrug and release. Inhale, shrug. And exhale, release. Bring your hands to your heart and close your eyes. Samastitihi. Today in class, try and be really present in your body. Instead of working to perfect your postures, just plan to fully embody your postures. Be aware of whatever part of your body is in contact with the earth. And know that at any time you can exchange energy with the earth, drawing up strength on the inhale and sending back your energy on the exhale. Let's try that now through your feet. Inhale, draw energy and strength up from the earth. And then as you exhale, imagine sending it back down through your spine and your feet and ground. Open your eyes, release your hands. Pick up all 10 toes and spread them wide on the floor, creating a strong, stable base. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms high. Tuck your pelvis underneath you. Draw your belly in. Activate your quads. On the inhale, grow 1 inch taller. And on the exhale, ground. Inhale, grow. Exhale, ground. Inhale, grow. Exhale, forward fold. Hands through heart center. Hinge at your hips. Shift your weight forward into your toes. Reach your tailbone high. Relax your head and neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on your shins. Bend your knees a little or a lot. Tweeze your shoulder blades together and look down at the top of your mat. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands. Step back. One long line of energy. Draw everything to the midline. Shift forward slightly and then slowly lower down. Grasshopper your elbows back. Prepare for baby cobra. Zip your legs together and press into the tops of your feet. Snakes naturally have so much contact with the earth. So keep pressing your feet into the earth. On the inhale, hover your chin, your chest, and maybe even your hands. Activate your back body. And then exhale, release, tap it down. Again, inhale, float. Exhale, release. One more time, press your pubic bone down, your feet, hover your hands, and exhale, release. Press into your hands, rise up through tabletop, and exhale into downward facing dog with a wide stance. Feet as wide as your mat. Sink your heels down, press your hands forward, and lower your chest. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, walk your hands back to the bottom of your mat. And exhale, high frog squat with your hands interlaced on your head. Keep your weight in your heels. Direct your knees towards your pinky toes. Lift your chest and chin. Imagine you're planting yourself into the ground by pressing on your head. Inhale, wide mountain, rise up on your tiptoes. Flip your palms up like you're holding up the sky. Full breath in. Exhale, side bend. Lower your heels. Bend to the right. Keep both shoulders facing forward. Stretching your left lat. Dogs are creatures of the earth too. We got one barking outside my door. Inhale, rise up on your tiptoes again. Press your palms high. Exhale, lower your heels, side bend to the left. Keep your top shoulder open, grounded through your feet. Inhale through center. Exhale, high frog squat, hands on your head again. Sit even lower. Inhale, walk your hands forward like a bear. Come through a wide high plank. Exhale, wide chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog, flip your feet. And exhale, wide down dog again. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, walk your hands to the back like a bear. Exhale, high frog squat. Interlace your hands on your head, sit lower. Inhale, mountain on your tiptoes. Reach your palms high. Exhale, side bend, plant your heels. Bend to the right. Inhale, high mountain. Hold at the sky. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, plant yourself. Push yourself low. Inhale, bear walk forward. Keep your feet wide. Exhale, chaturanga. You can skip this and meet in down dog. You could do it on your knees. And down dog when you're ready. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Press into your feet. Shift your weight back. Active arms. Sit a little bit lower, big breath in. Exhale, eagle on the left. Left arm under, left leg over. You can kickstand your left foot on the floor for stability or float it in the air or wrap it. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Lift your elbows and press your hands forward. Option for a bear hug if that feels better in your body. Draw your knees and elbows to the midline. Even eagles have to perch and ground on occasion. Imagine you have a tap root extending from your foot to the center of the earth, keeping you stable. On your next inhale, one-legged mountain, unwind, lift your left knee. And exhale, low lunge. Slow transition, take a giant step back. Now keep your weight in your feet and your spine long. Draw your belly off your thigh, hips are low. Inhale, flying lizard. Reach your arms forward. Fire up your core, keep your hips low. Change the way you feel from the inside out. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, warrior one, rise up and plant your back heel. We're grounded down into both flat feet, so this is the most stable and grounded of the warrior postures. Your back toes point to 11 o'clock. Your feet are staggered as if you're on railroad tracks. Your front knee is bent and stacked over your front ankle. One more inhale here. Exhale, side bend. Lightly clasp your left wrist with your right hand. Bend to the right. Feel your lat stretch and your armpit and your shoulder. On the next inhale, rise back up. Reach for the sky and come onto your front tiptoes, lifting your right heel. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Send your knuckles down, press your palms together. Then inhale, still on your front tiptoes, open-hearted warrior. Look up, spread through your collarbone, send your knuckles low. Keep your front knee bent. One more inhale. Exhale, sink your hips lower. Then inhale, bounce up, plant your heels, straighten your front leg. Keep your bind as you fold forward. Pyramid with a heart opener. Pay attention to your grounding, pressing equally into both feet. One more breath in. Exhale, release your bind and bring your hands to some blocks on either side of your front foot. On the inhales, grow your spine, and on the exhales, ground down. Inhale, grow. Exhale, ground. Inhale, grow. Exhale, ground. Inhale, bend your front knee. Set your blocks to the side. Rise up with control back through warrior one. Exhale, open, twist to the right. Right hand back, left hand forward. Hands at shoulder height. Roll your right shoulder down your back. Keep your lunge low. Inhale, straighten your front knee. Exhale, revolve triangle. Tick-tock forward. Option for a block inside your front foot to help ground you. On the inhales, lengthen your spine. And on the exhales, rotate your shoulders more. Send your right hip back and down. Keep your back heel grounded. And one more inhale. Look up. Exhale, pyramid, fold forward over your straight front leg. Stay here for a couple of breaths. On your next inhale, triangle, you might create some space by stepping your back foot back a little bit and then open up to the left. You entered this from a low position. So use your lower obliques to lift and lengthen your spine. Imagine drawing the strength of the earth up through your feet, sending it all the way through your body and up to lengthen your spine, and rotate your shoulders. On your next inhale, reverse triangle, keep both legs straight, send your hips forward as you reach your right arm up and back. Left hand rests lightly on your thigh. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Center yourself and bend your front knee. Direct your knee over towards your pinky toe like we did in the high frog squat. Reach in opposing directions. Interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, ostrich, hinge forward. Shoulder inside your right knee. Send your knuckles high, press your palms together. This grip is optional. You could have blocks under your hands on the floor. Can you send your hips a bit lower, open your knee a little bit more? Keep the tension out of your neck. On your next inhale, halfway lift, flatten your spine, lift your heart. Exhale, release your bind. Low lunge, center yourself on your mat. Inhale, three-legged dog, send your right leg high. Inwardly rotate the thigh of your lifted leg. Reach through your heel. Exhale, chaturanga. Option for an ekapada here. Inhale, up dog. Keep your thighs off the floor if you can. Exhale, down dog. Your breath in. Your breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold, other side. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, reach high. Exhale, eagle on the right. Right arm under, right leg over. The lower your hips, the more stable you'll be. Focus on really opening your upper back. Imagine your taproot again. Find your drishti, an internal focus and an external gaze to help keep you grounded. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Unwind, right knee lifted. And exhale, low lunge. Slow step back with control. Keep grounded in your feet. Inhale, flying lizard. Reach your arms forward, get long. Imagine you're holding a beach ball. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, warrior one. Adjust your stance and plant your back heel. Keep your front knee bent. You want to lunge as much as you can with your knee not extending past your ankle. Keep your back heel grounded. Send your right hip forward by pressing into the outside edge of your right foot. Exhale, side bend. Lightly clasp your right wrist with your left hand and bend. Shine both shoulders forward. Look up past your armpit. Remember to breathe. Inhale back through warrior one. Rise up onto your front tiptoes. Activate your calf muscle. Big breath in. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Take the bind. And inhale, open-hearted warrior. Look up. Press your knuckles low. Keep your hips down and your heel lifted. On the exhale, sink lower. Inhale, press into your toes, bounce up, straighten your leg, and fold forward with the heart opener. Reach your hands high, press your palms together. Again, inwardly rotate your back thigh, send your right hip forward. One more inhale. Exhale, release your grip. Frame your front foot with your blocks. Hands flat on your blocks for pyramid. On the inhales, grow. And on the exhales, ground. On your next inhale, bend your front knee. Set your blocks to the side. Rise up back through warrior one. Exhale, open twist. Left hand back, right hand forward. Keep your lunge low. Really rotate your shoulders and your rib cage. Maybe look to the back of the room. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, revolved triangle. Bring your right hand onto a block. Grounded down, open your top shoulder, look up, send your left hip back and down. Micro bend your front leg, especially if you're prone to hyperextension. One more inhale. Exhale through pyramid. And then inhale into triangle. You can adjust your stance. Right arm goes high, open up to the right. Find length and lift in your spine. You can keep using your block, or maybe press your arm into your leg to deepen your twist. Your hips move towards the back of the room. Send your breath to your inner thigh. Inhale, reverse triangle. Legs stay straight, reach up and back. Send your hips forward. Big breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Bend your front knee. Engage the middle of your left glute to open your knee. Activate your triceps. Interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, ostrich. Bury your head in the sand. Can you reach your hands high, open your shoulders more? Send your hips lower and keep your front knee open. On your next inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, low lunge. Frame your front foot with your hands. Inhale, left leg high. And exhale, chaturanga of your choice. Take it or leave it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, come to a seat. So earth without water is dry and crumbly and barren. So we're going to give our earth a little shot of water right now. Keep it fertile. And then when you're ready for core, meet me on your back. We're going to start with some basic crunches. Feet flat on the floor. Spread your toes. Bring your hands behind your head. Now to ground our spine, close your elbows. Walk your shoulder blades behind you. And then open your elbows and open your chest. Big breath in. Exhale, crunch. Press your lower back to the floor as you lift your chest and chin. Both shoulder blades come off the floor. Be aware of your feet, how they're keeping you stable. I don't know about you, but after core last week, my abs were sore, which was kind of lovely. I think it might happen again. 4, 3, lower down slowly. 2, 1, nice. Now bring your legs into reverse tabletop and point your toes. Try and stack your knees over your hips. Imagine your lower back is a rubber stamp and the floor is an ink pad, and press it down. Hover your head and shoulders if that works in your body. And then exhale, tap your left toes down to the earth. And inhale, bring them up. Exhale, right toes. Inhale, lift. Keep alternating in this manner. Belly button drawn down to the floor. The further out you touch your toes, the more challenging this will be. And you don't have to lower all the way if that feels better in your back. Let your head be heavy in your hands. Remember to breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your head. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze and rock from side to side, releasing your lower back. And then prepare for L-leg crunches. You'll need a block. And create an L shape with your legs. Send your left leg high and your right leg forward, hovered above the ground. Point your toes. Block behind your left thigh in both hands. This is a double motion. You're going to push the block forward while you draw your left knee towards your face. And then release, come to a hover. Press your block forward, draw your knee in. And hover. This can be done with your right foot on the floor. You could also go back to the previous exercise if this doesn't feel good in your body. 3, 2, 1. Oh, keep your block lower down. Squeeze your knees in. Sweet release. That one's so hard, but so good. All right, change your L. Right leg high, left leg long. Hold your block, arms straight. Press the block forward, draw your knee towards your face. And come out of it a little bit. Press. Release. Press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, squeeze your knees in, rest your head, and then take a long, well-deserved good morning stretch. Arms overhead. Point your toes. Let your lower back arch up. Take a few rounds of deep breath. And then bend your knees, hold the back of your thighs. Rock and roll up, maybe take a few times so you get a nice spinal massage. And then cross your legs and come into child's pose. You can do a chaturanga if you want a little extra. Nice stretch to the abs. But then plant your knees as wide as your mat. Untuck your toes. Sink your hips to your heels. Rest your forehead and arms on the floor. Elizabeth Barrett Browning wrote, "Earth is crammed with heaven, but only he who sees takes off his shoes." We're walking around on earth all the time, but we're not always aware of its beauty, the magic of it. So connect with this now in child's pose. And press into your hands and walk them forward so your elbows lift off the floor, active arms. And join me in a Cobra dance. Inhale, come up through cat, round your spine. Exhale, sink your hips low, look forward, bend your knees and point your toes together. Modified Cobra. Inhale back through cat. And exhale into child's pose. Really grounding through your knees and your hands. Continue this dance. Slow, graceful movements. Not rushing anything. Inhale up. Exhale, modified Cobra. Inhale, round your spine. Exhale, child's pose. Now rise up through tabletop and come into prone frog. Let your knees separate more. Come down onto your forearms. Right angles in your legs. Hips in line with your knees. Big stretch to the inner thighs. With each exhale, let gravity sink your hips a little bit lower. Another moment of stillness, of germination, necessary for growth. Don't rush it. Then to transition to Thunderbolt, bend your legs, draw your heels towards your glute, point your toes together. Then walk your hands back and sit on your heels with your knees wide. Then bring your knees together. Place one hand in your heart and ground your other fingers onto the earth. Feel your heart beating, your life force. Open your eyes, release your hands. Come through tabletop, tuck your toes, and exhale into downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, scorpion dog. Send your right leg high. Bend your lifted leg, stack your hips. See if you can have equal weight in both hands. One more, inhale. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Inhale, walk your hands to the left. And exhale, come into spider. Toes point to the corners of the long edge of your mat. Forearms are pressing on the inside of your knees to open your legs wider. Flatten your spine, look down at the earth. Take the wrinkles out of the back of your neck and send your hips lower. You can sway side to side, like spiders like to do. On your next inhale, ground into your feet. Rise up to star. Take up space on your way there. And then exhale, side bend towards the top of your mat. Bring your right hand on your hip. Send your left arm overhead. Keep your top shoulder open and look up past your arm. Inhale, rise back up. Bring your hands to the back of your thighs. Exhale with a long spine, leading with your heart. Fold forward as you trace your hands down the back seams of your legs. Relax your head and neck. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. On your next inhale, trace your hands back up as you rise up. And come into a wide-legged back bend. Hands on the back of your hips. Reach your heart up, look back, trace your gaze on the ceiling. And then exhale, rise up, take your side bend to the bottom of your mat, right arm overhead, left hand on your hip. Inhale, rise back up. Place your hands on your hips. And draw big circles with your hips. Involve your whole torso, first in one direction, and then in the other. You're stable because you're grounded into your flat feet. Come back through center. On the exhale, pivot your toes forward towards the top of your mat. And then inhale, bend your front knee. And reach your arms high for warrior one. You can adjust your stance as you need to. Big breath in. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Be aware of the connection of your feet to the earth. Use your right shoulder to push your knee open towards your pinky toe. Reach your knuckles higher. Make sure you're not holding tension in your head or neck. On your next inhale, halfway lift, flatten your spine. Exhale, bound airplane. The bind is optional, but if you want to give it a try, root into your front foot and keep your heart open or bind as you lift your back foot. Level your hips. It's okay if you're wobbly. Inhale, start to tip forward, toppling tree. Reach your knuckles high, lift your heel higher. And then exhale, release your grip and come into standing splits. Bring your hands flat on your blocks. Look to the back of the room, level your hips, and reach through your heel. On your next inhale, begin to rise up with control, grounded into your right foot, and exhale, tree on the left. You can kickstand your left foot on the floor. You can bring it to your shin or your thigh. The important thing is that your left hip is open, your knee is wide. You can join me in holding opposite elbows behind your back. Grow your taproot. Good posture. I was practicing this week and I was in this position, looked out my back window and saw 2 red-tailed hawks on a fence in my backyard. Resting, grounding. It was pretty magical. Take one more inhale here in tree. Exhale, release your grip, lower your foot. Inhale, mountain, grow. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Straighten your arms. Lengthen your neck. Exhale, down dog. Your inhale. Your exhale. Inhale, left leg, scorpion dog. Bend your lifted leg, stack your hips. Big breath in. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, walk your hands to the right. And exhale into spider. Press your forearms inside your knees. Flatten your spine. Move around a little bit. Keep your hips low. And press into your feet. Rise up through star. And then exhale, side bend to the top of your mat. Left hand on your hip. Inhale, rise up. Place your hands on the back of your thighs. Lead with your heart. And exhale, forward fold. Slide your hands down. See how far they go. No judgment. Then inhale, rise back up. Slide your arms up. And exhale, side bend to the bottom of your mat. Right hand on your hip. Come back through center, both hands on your hips. Take your open-hearted back bend. Squeeze your shoulder blades flat on your back. Look as far as you can up the ceiling. And then rise back up. Bring your hands to your hips and circle them out and keep your legs straight. First in one direction, then in the other. Make your circles big. Come back through center. Pivot your toes to the front of your mat. Then inhale, bend your front knee, reach your arms high. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Big breath in. Exhale, humble warrior. Open your knee with your left shoulder now. Look to the back of the room. Press your hands together, reach your knuckles high. Can you send your hips lower and bend your front knee more? On your next inhale, halfway lift. Time for bound airplane. Shift your weight forward. Keep your bind, lift your back leg. Try and close your right hip down. Engage your right glute, lift your heel higher. Inhale, toppling tree, start to tip more. And then exhale into standing splits. Use your blocks. Hands flat on your blocks. Lift your heel. Inhale, start to rise up. Ground into your front foot. And exhale, tree on the right. Again, choose your foot position. Just don't press sideways on your knee. Option to hold opposite elbows behind your back. Proud chest, lifted chin. Press your foot into your leg and your leg into your foot. Elizabeth Eiler wrote, "In the vessel of your body, you yourself are the world tree. Deep roots in the earth and a crown of stars. Your essence bridges dimensions." See if you can embody that energy right now. You are the world tree. Stay connected to your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga or meet in down dog. Elbows stay at your sides. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Send your right knee behind your right wrist. Point your back toes to the wall behind you. Work to parallel your front shin with the top of your mat. If it's not quite parallel, just let your toe stay pointed. Gaze over your right shoulder to level your hips. And then exhale, come down into sleeping pigeon. You can use a block under your head. Find stillness. Release any gripping in your hands, your face. Let gravity do its work here, pulling you closer to the earth. On your next inhale, come up. Rise up onto your hands. Sit onto your right hip. Swing your left leg towards the front. Right now, your right foot is inside your thigh. Switch out your legs so that your right leg is long and your left foot is in your thigh. Reach your arms high. Use your obliques to twist your body towards your extended leg. Hollow out your belly. And then exhale, fold forward. Grip whatever is comfortable for you. It might be your foot or your shin. You could use a strap. Inhale, grow. And exhale, ground. Inhale, grow. Exhale, ground. Inhale, grow. And ground. On your next inhale, rise back up. Now swing your right long leg behind your body, and you'll be in half pigeon on the other side. Get all situated, work to parallel your shin with the top of your mat. Look over your left shoulder, make sure your toes are pointing to the back. Level your hips. And then settle down into sleeping pigeon on the other side. Khalil Gibran wrote in the Prophet, "Forget not that the earth delights to feel your bare feet, and the winds long to play with your hair." On your next inhale, rise up, remove your blocks, sit down onto your left hip and swing your right leg around, and then switch out your legs. Left leg long, right foot inside your thigh. Lengthen, rotate, hollow, and fold. On the inhales, get long in your spine, and exhales, reach your chest towards your shin. On your next inhale, rise up. Come to sit on your shins and your heels for half tortoise pose. Bring your prayer hands overhead, interlace your thumbs. Try and open your shoulders, bring your biceps by your ears. Get long, big breath in. Exhale, fold forward. See if your forehead can come to the mat before your hands do. Maybe they do, maybe it doesn't. It's okay. Then lengthen your arms. Press the outside edges of your hands into the earth. Keep your elbows lifted. Feel the heaviness of your belly on your thighs. On your next inhale, lead with your hands. Rise back up. Release your grip and hold onto your heels in preparation for rabbit. Tuck your chin, start to round down. Lift your hips and rest the top of your head on the floor just in front of your knees. Keep most of the weight in your knees, not your head. Can you round your spine more? Keep a hold on your heels. Lift your hips. Three, 2, 1. Sit down, rise up. Come into tabletop, step back to high plank, and slowly lower down to the earth for half prone frog. Goal post your arms, rest your right cheek on the mat, and then send your left knee to the side. You have right ankles in your arms and your left leg. Imagine you're snuggling the earth here, sending it some love. Exchange energy with it. Get heavy. On your next inhale, press into your left hand, half scorpion twist. Send your left bent leg up and over your body. Make sure your right elbow is at shoulder height so you get a nice pec stretch. You decide how deeply you twist. Send your breath where you feel tightness. One more inhale. Exhale back through half prone frog. Knee to the side. Then inhale, push into your left hand again, so much so that your chest lifts, and thread your right arm underneath your body. Rainbow your left arm up and over, and come into your supine twist. Don't force anything here, just let it happen naturally. One more inhale. Exhale, unwind, come back onto your belly, and find half prone frog on the other side. Goal post your arms and send your right knee to the side. Rest your left cheek on the mat. Snuggle the earth again. Enjoy this nice passive hip and chest opener. On your next inhale, push into your right hand, half scorpion twist. Stack your hips, right bent leg is lifted. Left elbow is at shoulder height. One more inhale. Exhale, unwind back through half-brown frog. Then push into your right hand again so that your chest lifts, and thread your left arm underneath your body. Rainbow your right arm up and over, and look to the right. Gently work your shoulders down towards the earth. One more inhale. Exhale, just flip over onto your back. You're going to be facing backwards, but who cares? Center yourself on your mat and come into Happy Baby. Today for Happy Baby, lift your feet and hold the back of your thighs with your knees wide. I want to make sure that your shoulders are grounded on the earth, your back, your hips, all the way down to your sacrum. Really feel that grounded connection. Once you've established that, option to reach up for your shins. See if you still can be connected with your shoulders, your back, your hips, and your sacrum. You can push your knees open with your elbows here. And if that feels good in your body, option to try holding the outside edges of your feet. Did your shoulders and your sacrum come off the floor? If so, walk it back down to your shins today, because we're all about grounding. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Come into full wind removing pose. Curl up into a tiny ball, forehead to knee. And then exhale into Shavasana. Send your legs long. Let your feet and hips and shoulders open. Wrap your shoulder blades underneath you to create a shelf for your heart. Palms are up. Notice the parts of your body that are in contact with the earth. And with each exhale, feel those spots expand as you melt down and the earth rises up to support you. As you lie here, consider that you came from earth, and someday to earth you shall return. We'll close with a quote by Susie Casson. Everybody has a little bit of the sun and moon in them. Everybody has a little bit of man, woman, and animal in them, darks and lights in them. Everyone is part of a connected cosmic system. Part earth and sea, wind and fire, and some salt and dust swimming in them. We have a universe within ourselves that mimics the universe outside. None of us are just black or white, or never wrong and always right. No one exists without polarities. Everybody has good and bad forces working with them, against them, and within them. Embrace this universality as you rest here for a moment in Shavasana. Start to deepen and lengthen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle out your ankles and your wrists. Let your head fall to one side and then to the other. Take a long good morning stretch. Point your toes, arms overhead, big breath in. And exhale into fetal pose on your favorite side, using your bicep as a pillow. Take this moment to set an intention, to plant a seed. Think of something that you want to grow in your life or in your world. Something that's in alignment with the kind of life that you want to create. And on your next inhale, with as little movement as possible, rise up to an easy seat on your mat. Cross your legs. Bring your hands to heart center. Ground down through your sits bones and close your eyes. Let's water the seed of our intention with our breath. Take a full deep inhale through your nose and an open mouth exhale. And bring your prayer hands to third eye center. The light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in me recognizes and adores the light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in each of you. Namaste. Woohoo! We did it! Number 42. So before I sign off, I would just like to thank a few people. I would like to thank Rosie for always being here for me in all my videos. And I would like to thank you for showing up on your mat, which is an act of bravery and such an honor for me to practice with you. I would like to thank those of you who have made donations on my website to help pay for the production of these videos. I would like to thank, I feel like I'm at an award ceremony or something. I would like to thank my husband, Frank. Without his financial support, I could not offer these videos to you guys for free. And I really wanted to be able to do that. But it's not just money. He supports me by listening to me talk endlessly about class development. He's my biggest cheerleader. Every time I leave the room, he's like, how did it go? You know, and wishing me luck beforehand. And he actually does my classes like 3 times a week, probably more than anybody else out there. So it's pretty amazing to have a partner who cares that much. And then finally, I would like to thank another constant companion in this process, which is my videographer, Tony. I'm hoping he can maybe disconnect himself to come around and so you can see him. Tony works for Third and Lamar, a really great video company if you ever need to get a video done. He's filmed all 52 classes. So that's a wrap. You guys are the best, and I will keep publishing more content here and there, releasing new classes and maybe some posture tutorials coming up. But just know that I love you. Thanks.